Okay, hey guys, hey. So, apparently, it reset to default, and default is not this bad boy. So,
Apologies, but remember, a caster is never late, nor is he early. He begins his cast precisely when he means to.
I will do. What I was saying while I was apparently muted was, I'll duel you after the stream. Be patient, nerd. I have more important business to attend to first. If you keep saying duel me after that, I will time you out for 100 seconds. You don't have time? That's not my problem. I have a commitment to keep in the meantime. And if it doesn't work today, we can do it another day. I just gotta download the replays first, guys, and then we'll hop to it. Happy Hanukkah. Oh. Is StarCraft open? No, I didn't open it. That's fine. Let's open it. Do it now. Can't believe you are Maple. What do you mean you can't believe I am Maple? What are you talking? I got maple syrup right here. What are you talking about? But I don't, no comprendo. I don't get what is, can't believe you are Maple. What does that even mean? Why is StarCraft? Come to me. I don't. No comprendo, Chico. Can someone translate Mystic for me, please? I'm not understanding Mystic speak right now. I need help. I need the help from the people. Could StarCraft load? Ah, freak. Yo no entiendo tampoco. Sí, sí, claro que sí. I don't speak Chinese. Or Korean or Japanese or whatever that is. Alright, finally we got to authentication. It's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen. Ramen Mukgo Gale. Hopefully I didn't just swear. That is Chinese. That is Chinese, but I don't think that's how you spell Chinese. What? Oh, I wanted the bottom. This. Bada bang. Bada boom. Sorry. Alright. There we go. That was your warning timeout, Mystic. That was your warning timeout. Are you? Oh, that was awesome. I love being a mod. Oh, good days, good days. Okay. We're almost ready to go here, people. I just have to make sure I understand all the things. So, set 1 was a forfeit, and set 4 was a walkover, and set 5 was did not play. So start the stream with a score of 2-0 for us. Cool. So we are up 2-0 at the start of this stream. Oh my gosh. Did that work? Because it just automatically times them out for 600 seconds, and I don't want to time them out for 100 minutes. But I can always untime them out. So behave yourself. Behave yourself, boy, or I will time you out for the first game, and then untime you out. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, I should make sure that my overlay is correct. WSS 3.0. There we go. Okay. Here we go, guys. Skadoosh. Freaking piece of crap. Okay. Game is loading. And we are going to have me appear since this is CTL. No, stop it. Stop it. I didn't press play. You idiots. Someone make, stop it. Chewie. You've been slacking off. Joey's my production assistant. The polar bear production assistant. Okay, guys. Well, in this first exciting episode of Chobo Team League Week 6, we are going to be having game number 1 between 2 platinum players. It's going to be epic, 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 epic. Okay. If it ever wants to load. For some reason, it's having a really rough time with that. Whoa! Whoa! What the hoo-wow is with this lag? What in the... Why are we getting a 12 FPS? Hold on. Hold on here just a hot minute. What in the blippity bloppity blazes is going on here? We're not getting any dropped frames. Our CPU is only at 41.3%. I'm not downloading anything. Am I? What in the, am I downloading anything? I shouldn't be. I have a few browsers here. I guess I'll just close all of my browsers. This is bizarre. I restarted my computer like a couple days ago. What is this cheese? Okay, so we closed all the... Okay. Okay, we're up to 20. We're up to 30. Keep an eye on it, guys. Let me know. Okay. Well, let's ignore that for the time being and get into the match. Ladies and gentlemen. Wait, what in the... No. What? Oh. Gosh dang it. And we gotta fix the hotkey profile. Okay, and we're off. It's been a little tricky, guys, but now we are ready to rumble in the bottom left here on Turbo Cruise number 84. Fourborn GØSU in the pink. The Zerg player in amber clad. And his opponent, the good guy. In the top right, here on Turbo Cruise, in the orange, also a Zerg player. Hey, it's Axis. Going for a very cheesy build here, immediately pulling drones onto the gas as we have a very early pool. There will be an expansion, so it's not a complete and utter all-in just as of yet. There is the potential to macro out of this. On the other side of the map from in amber clad, we do have your normal hatch gas pool. With drones going very late here. The first overlord of in amber clad is nearly through the slow zones, and is going to be able to see how far along that hatchery is to be able to give an indication of what is on the way. We do have the first queen and settlings in production right now. We do have perfect saturation on both gas and minerals. We're going to see if drones are pulled off the gas after speed has started. That should be happening anytime soon here. It is not going to be in perfect synchronization with everything because it is a platinum player, but we still love Axis anyway because he's a flippin' beast. Someone make sure he's coming to watch. Is it gonna happen? Okay, maybe not. Maybe this isn't as aggressive a build as I thought it was going to be. On the other side of the map, we have in amber clad, also not immediately getting speed when he possibly could. So maybe that's not the plan. Maybe I don't know. Finally, speed starts 100 gas late, but hey, that's okay. Ooh, a Baneling Nest coming down already. That's very a layer at the 250 mark? Are you kidding me? What is this? Some 2-base mutt play? Is that what we're expecting to see here? Roach one. Okay, oh, Nidus? 2-base Nidus? Ember's a sheep. Good to know. I was unaware of this fact. Now I know. All right, so in Amberclad, she is going for maybe some two-blaze Roach Nidus, but is getting to Evolution Chamber. But that is for the wall to be able to block it. Neither player going for a third yet, rather late, but we do have a Baneling Bust coming down here from in Amberclad. This is a little bit dicey for Amberclad, as Axis is going to be able to hit before Roaches will be able to pop. The Zerglings are already here, completely ignoring the fact and need for metabolic boost. No Banelings in production at all. The Lings are just going to go and try and attack. They are going to be going here for the Roach Warren. Immediately, the Ling's going to be going over here on the other side. The Queens are putting in work, and most of the Lings attacking the Roach Warren will be dead, but the reinforcements are going to be able to potentially take it out. It is down to 200 HP. This is, and Ling speed is done, and the Zerglings are through. They might be able to completely ignore the Roach Warren, but no, they're going to be able to get it down to prevent any more Roach reinforcements. 4 are out now to help with the defense. Most of the Zerglings have been cleaned up, but this is just in time for reinforcements to happen. In Amberclad, she has 34 workers to the 18 of Axis, but Axis is continually moving across the map. A replacement Roach Warren has started into the wall, but the wall is not complete, and the Zerglings are going to be able to flood into the base. They're going to immediately go to the main base to take out the Queen and the drones. They're actually just going to go straight for the drones. A few kills are going to go down. Some of them are now going to focus on the Queen. There is one Roach to help the Queen in the defense, but lots of drones are going down so far. Let's see. Quickly, 8 workers have already gone down. Most of the ones in the main base are going to be completely annihilated here. The Roach reinforcements are going to be able to come up and clean out all the Lings, but at a horrible cost. 20 more are in the production tab, and many more, a few more are outside the base. I wouldn't mind seeing some Banelings here to be able to smash through a little bit more. Oh, this one Ling is actually able to get in. There's actually nothing here for the defense. They're all in the main. The remaining Lings that are over here are going to be able to go for the drones in the natural. 22 workers remain as more and more continue to die as the Lings get cleaned up here before the reinforcements come. A total of 24 drones have gone down for it. In Amberclad, she is still technically up in workers. That Evolution Chamber is dangerously low. No more Queens are out. They're still in production. The Evolution Chamber goes down. The Lings are going to dodge into the drones just again. The A attack the A move is not going to be able to help them get much done. They're circling around and just kind of dying for nothing. Going to go into the main base here and start to attack the drones, but the queen pops out just in time, and she's going to be able to save her babies and keep things going. Axis building another 20 drones on the other side of the map. The larva injects have been on point here for Axis, especially for a platinum player. I'm very impressed with how this is going. The replacement evolution chamber for an Amberclad is going down. She is droning up. She needs more units, so that is a decent amount of roaches. Roaches-wise, she does have 11. That should be able to hold here. The lair is completed, but has not been put to use just yet, as an Amberclad has lost a total of 24 workers. 77 lings have gone down. Resources lost is dead even. +1 missile attack has completed for an Amberclad, which is super good news for her, as that's going to be able to allow these roaches to really kill these lings. Axis is going to be getting a second gas now and is going to begin to drone up. The main base starting to mine out a bit here for Axis. And Amberclad, not quite there yet, as most of her drones did die. Yes. There are 2 walkovers already as we begin game number 1, so we're going to be able to get through this a little bit faster, I do say so. But droning up heavily is an Amberclad and getting many more upgrades. A macro hatch is going down here for Axis. Would recommend getting it at one of the 3rd base locations, just to help leave that option open. Don't need a macro hatch just yet, but hey, to each their own. But here we go. No further tech being sighted here for Axis just yet. There are some overlords able to spot for anything. And in Amberclad is just going to be continuing on this 2H roach and droning. Supply-wise, it is 67 for in Amberclad to the 50 of Axis. Evolution Chambers going down now as well for Axis. Those are going to be super late compared to the upgrades of an Amberclad, who is soon going to be up 3 upgrades before even 1 is started for Axis. But that's okay. He was able to get a lot of damage done. Let's see how he decides to transition. Ravagers now being spawned on the bottom side of the map here for an Amberclad, as she's most likely looking to make a push out relatively soon. With platinum players, you never truly know. That's why we love them so much. 3rd base now being plopped on down for an Amberclad, and a Roach Warrant being thrown onto the creep as well. Another queen has your queen has emerged. Rest in peace and control. But yeah, I think I'm not too sure what to read in here. This Overlord's gonna die. So what both players are going to want to be looking for here is to be getting a read on when the other is going to be attacking. Axis has to be really careful, especially with the upgrade disadvantage. Ooh, it looks like an Amberclad might be focusing on units now, which with this Hydralisk extend, that is indicative of said strategy. Axis now pouring down the roaches, getting 6 banelings as well, and a lair, getting all the tech all at once. But now going to be switching into that roach phase of the game. Supply-wise, Axis has brought the workers back to pretty much even, 40 to 38. The army supply is the struggle as well as the upgrades, but banelings are really good units. And here comes the move out actually for in Amberclad. In Amberclad's going to start to move across, and the banelings are going to smash through. The roaches are going to try and snipe and attack, but there just appears to be too much here for an in Amberclad. More than double the army supply of Axis. Axis not able to quite close the distance with the lings. And there's just too much here for an Amberclad. Axis desperately pulling all of the army units, but it is just drones left. 5 roaches in the production tab will not be able to close the distance. Another couple queens might be able to pop out in time, but here comes the damage. Yeah, roach after roach getting picked off here. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Ed Crossing Files, even landing on her own units. Had an unfortunate time for the event. GG says Axis, and that is the end of the game. So well done by Nan Amberclad. She held that cheese from Axis rather well. If he'd been able to pull out some banelings as well, not just go for pure ling, might have been able to close it. But was really close, good attempts, good effort, and Yeah. Yeah, good time. What is... StarCraft is having a hard time right now. We're gonna close it? Sorry guys, this is super confusing. No, I did not click to go to that replay. Boy! Get your crap together. It's whatever. I need a drink. I might, after this next game I cast, I might just, get something to drink. Alright guys, poll. Should I do this next game in a foreign accent or my normal voice? Let me know. And if you think in another accent, tell me which one you would like. While it loads up, let me know. It's loading up now. Okay, maybe it has to do with the replays, because when I'm out of the replays, it works fine. StarCraft works fine. It's just to do with the... I don't know. Okay. So here we're going to go into game number 4, which is really game number 2 that we're watching and seeing. Here we go. Okay. We have some nice beat-intensive music. Let's introduce the players in the bottom right of King's Cove, the good guy. From Alpha X in the green, it's Tertio. And up in the top left, in the blue, the Terran player from Born GØSU, it's Sarati. I have no idea if that's how to properly pronounce it, but that's what I'm saying. Sarati, which is backwards. Ayet, Ayes. That sound right to anybody? Nope? Cool. Alright, so. Early gas here for Sarati. I don't know why I pinged there. As well as an SCV scout. Interesting, interesting. Tertio just going to be going for your standard hatch to the gas, to the pool. But no additional barracks or anything. The gas will be here and ready for when it's Reaper time. Reaper, 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 Reaper. SCV scout going to be going around to make sure that the Tertio's not doing anything too fancy dancy. Doing his fancy dance in his magic fancy pants. I'm just gonna see the normal stormal things. That's a word. Yeah, gonna go check to see if there's a third just yet. That would be an insanely early third. That's even slightly early than the early that you normally get. Gonna throw down the CC on the low ground. Good call, good call. King's Cove being as big a map as it is. Hatch first is not gonna pose any danger. And here, oh, I was about to say here we're gonna see the factory come down, but a second barrack and a reactor. Interesting. Is this gonna be some 3 racks push with stem? Stay tuned to find out more. Interesting. Okay, so the Reaper's gonna be coming out now. The first Overlord took an interesting pass actually. Something you can do, guys, instead of sending the first Overlord down to check for proxies, the way the timing works is you can just send the Overlord across the map, your first Overlord across the map, and the first one you make, you send down to check for proxies. The Reaper is going to come in a little bit before the Queen and is going to be able to get 1 drone. That's nice. That's a lot more work than it ever should get, but hey, that's okay. I have lost way too many workers in my day to Reapers, but the Queens are going to be able to do a good job chasing that away. Ooh, careful of the Reaper, 7 HP. Little dangerous, dangerous. Okay, so it's going to be a tech lab onto the second barracks and a factory. So it's looking to be just a 2-on-1, which is a-okay. A-okay, I was maybe hoping to see something with a new stem, but Star Fox. What did you miss much? No, we just did the first game where Axis played in Amberclad, and in Amberclad won. After barely holding Axis's Ling all in. So that was unfortunate, but we do have a double walkover for Alpha X. And now we are watching Tertio kick some Terran butt. As all Terrans who aren't on Alpha X's destiny to die. Baneling Nest on the way, looking to be some Ling Bane in either Mutt Mutt or Hydra. We have the third base completed. Supply-wise, workers heavily in favor of Tertio right now, which is good. Worker production has stopped on the opposite side of the map as we do see Stim. Here, the reactor going on to the starport, so it's looking to be some kind of Stim drop, it looks like. That's a little bit, that's an interesting. The Overlord, though, coming in from the north, going to be able to see everything that's going on. See the reactor that's down, the Stim is being researched, the amount of Marines. Excellent choice. The Bangling Nest is an excellent call. Going to get an evolution chamber. It might just be straight Ling Bane with the direction that Serati is deciding to take Seretai. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, worker production has continued now for Seretai, not getting any guesses at his natural, so really looking to be very Marine focused. That is an interesting play. Here comes the drop. Not a full set of medevacs. No, you could fill it up. Just take the boy. They're right there. No. That's unfortunate. Oh well, so this squad of Marines is going to be able to come across and hit just as Stim finishes. A very nice timing right there, if I do say so myself. There is a Spore Crawler here and a couple of four queens actually. So Tertio following the golden rule of Zerg and get a lot of wins. Queens. Well, wins too. And here comes the medevacs right into the Spore Crawler. One of those medevacs is going to die very quickly. One queen. Is she gonna fall? Yes, she will fall. The Marines will be able to provide nice target fire. One of the Spore Crawler is able to take out both of the medevacs, and Banelings roll in to take out all of the Marines there. If we look at the units lost, just a few Zerglings and a couple Queens, but then 2 medevacs and 12 Marines. That is not an effective trade. No worker damage, or maybe like 1 drone died. No, that drone was from the Reaper. We do have a Viking coming out now to clear out Overlords around the map. We do have combat shields now on the way, and we do have Marauders to try and suck up some of those Baneling hits. +1 melee is being produced now. An excellent choice. We might even be seeing +1 armor. What is with StarCraft today? Oof. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm going to have to look into all my settings and stuff, because it appears that something got messed up somewhere. So I'll clean it up here in the very near future. Okay, so we do have a Scouting Ling running on up right now. Going to be able to dance and tangle. Oh, is he going to be able to block? Oh, that was so close. Ling was almost able to block the command center from landing. That would have been so clutch. But in the meantime, it's just going to be able to nibble away. No response yet out of Serati. Not quite sure where his attention is. Not with this Viking. I don't know. In the main base, he is adding on a couple more barracks to continue to produce more and more bio. Tanks are also being added into the mixture, which is going to be able to deal potentially decently, but in this circumstance, I would like to see Widow Mines with your opponent going for Mass Ling Bane. Siege tanks are only going to be able to get a shot or 2 off and not going to be able to kill a lot, as with surrounds and just massive units, just so many, that's not going to be able to do a whole lot. Baneling speed's about 4/7 of the way done. And melee attack, 6/7. We do have +1 attack for the Marines. That's a nice touch. I'm glad that he's throwing that in there. Yeah, double reactor onto these barracks. But I think Tertio's got the skills to pay the bills right now, guys. As unit composition-wise, it's just so good. The siege tanks are going to be able to provide a little bit of defense back at home. But as Tertio continues to macro up, supplies are actually really even, but worker-wise, not so much. 2-1 is now started for Tertio. This is looking pretty good for Tertio here. I'm liking his position. This is going to be able to allow him to really just barge through on this pure Ling Bane. One of the nice things about pure Ling Bane, scan on the main, sees everything that's going on.
We do have an infestation pit. Going to be able to get that hive to be able to get cracklings. Adrenal glands. Very nice, very nice, very nice. What was I thinking? Right, so Massling Bane. If the turn's gonna just focus on a lot of bio and just get a few tanks, if you just mass the Ling Bane, you can win. You can beat this. The turn really has to diversify their army more than just Marines and Medivacs, even Marauders. Gotta have some Widow Mines, more tanks than just 2, because that is the backbone when you're trying to deal with this. But coming on to creep, able to clear out a lot of the creep tuners. Churchill not quite ready to deal with it. Army supply is ahead for Sayrati, but when Baneling hits, that is, Baneling speed is done. Here come the Links and Banes with a complete surround, still on the creep. Everything just gets decimated. Sayrati technically ahead in army supply, but with a bunch of that in Medivacs. Not today, not today. I've done diddly say. Whew. So that's what I was talking about. You just mass it, and the siege tanks, unless they're in huge number, can't get the job done. They cannot close the distance, and there was just not enough bio to be able to kite, and plus on creep, the bio is not going to be able to get away stimmed or not. So very nicely defended by Tertio as he is getting a 5th base right now. Hydras are being added in the mix as well as pathogen glands, and we're going to see infestors. Aspire going to go down with the hive. Be able to get brood lords, and this is just going to be a well-rounded out army for Tertio. And that's what we see. The player with the, when you're playing a macro game, it's about the diversity of your tech. You gotta have proper tech, and the Marine Marauder with a tank or 2 is just not enough. You gotta have a complete set of stuff. No more production being added on either. We are starting to see some liberators, which is a good touch. That is good. That's what you want to be seeing. Triple upgrades going down as he's using the armory as well as the 2nd eBay. Sorry. No 4th CC anywhere. No. So Sarate is really not putting himself in a star position here. Sarate really needs to do something. Is gonna go on another push out, but army supply is now in favor of Tertio. He has Hydras, he's got Lings. Would like to see a few more Banelings if possible. He doesn't have the gas for too much more, and has gotten Infestors. Now is actually getting Adrenal Glands, so that's why he's saving on the Banelings. I mean, he still has 18 Banelings, which is enough for this much. You're not going to be able to target fire that. There is 3 tanks this time instead of 2. We'll see what the spread is like on them and if they're able to get into position. Able to get right in this position. That is nice. Going to be able now to attack this 5th base. This 5th base will magically go down before the army. The army was actually moving up for Churchill. This is going to bring the entire Zerg army back to this side of the map. The base is going to die. Economy-wise, that's okay. Churchill is building a bank. The Marines are getting very far away from the tanks and not able to clear out the creep. The Hydras and Lings are going to try and come and surround. Tanks are able to get some nice shots off, but there's just so much Zerg here. The Infestors running forward, not really doing a whole lot. The tanks are going to go down. Not a lot of Banelings remain. But there is enough Ling Hydra here to be able to clean up the remaining. The Hydra's actually going to be able to take down a lot of the Medivacs. Some nice fungals onto the Medivacs to be able to pick off another couple more. 30 more Lings and 9 more Hydras in the production tab. 3-2 on the way. The Adrenal Glands is about 5/7 done. You see a 4. Wait, what do you... I see a 4. We don't need these frames anyway. What are you talking about, guys? What are you talking about? Clarify. All right. So Greater Spire now being produced after another nice hold from Tertio, continuing to ramp up the production. Upgrades are actually even. Tertio did have a little bit of a lead, but I guess just wasn't on top. Oh, 4th base. Yeah, there is a 4th base. That was the 5th base. But this one went up a while ago. I just neglected to show and mention it. Tertio now on the move out again. 15 more Banelings being added to the 17 area. They're going to be above 30 Banelings. So Infestors getting a nice bit of energy, a nice number of Hydras. The Liberators actually moving out in a very awkward spot. They could get fungal, they could get shot down by the Hydras, but no, it's just going to move forward into it. The Liberators completely out of position. This is not enough turn to deal with this. Medivac's not even here to heal. Some nice Banelings onto some of the Bion tanks. So Marauder soaking up some of the shots. Not a lot of Banelings left or Links. Gonna have to back off for the time now. Could probably still engage with all these Hydras and a couple of nice good fungals. Liberators will siege up, and so for the meantime, Churchill's gonna play it safe, walk away. I am amazed how Sarate, with the bad trades he's been taking, is able to stay even with the Zerg in this game. However, Corruptors are in the production tab. I'm going to be able to be joining us with some Broodlords pretty dang soon here, guys. So, Churchill just going to move on back for a little bit, add more banelings to the mixture. Does have gas to add a bunch more. I would just spam that D key or whatever you guys use for banelings. I use D, but I've changed my hotkeys so many times, it's not even funny. Oh no, I wasn't zoomed out. Okay, cool. Zerg army now going to be moving to the north again. We do see a lot of upgrades being added in here. Neural being upgraded, which is very cool to see. The Zerg army going to be moving to the north here. A fourth base has been put on location, so Sarate is going to be able to start getting that money here real nice. Both players are maxed out. Gonna be looking at each other. A scan does see the Zerg army. The Zerg army trying to jump in. There is a Thor here. Try and help deal with the Corruptors. Nice blockade here. The Link's not really able to get much damage done, but that allows the Banelings to roll in a beautiful fungal over all of the Terran army, but the Banelings, not enough of them are left there to really punish this. There's so many Hydras here, though, not enough siege tanks that the Hydras might be able to just charge through. The Corruptor's able to really help with the Liberators, too, and the Zerg army is going to be able to come out on top. I don't think they can engage that planetary there with all the SCVs repairing. Going to have to back off, but that was a successful win there for Tertio, who is making 90 more Zerglings and not even low on money just yet. That is so many. You're going to be able to throw in so many Banelings. This next wave is going to be the crushing blow here. Sarate scrambling to produce more. If we look into the base, not a lot of production there in the main, a bit more out on the map, adding siege tanks instead of Thors. At this point, I would like to see some. We do have Broodlords being mixed in. No Banelings being made just yet, just some more Links and Corruptors. An Infestor or two, but we have nearly over 100 Zerglings out on the map right now. Excuse me. Our Broodlords are almost done. There will be 4. There they are. Hello, good sirs. Banelings being added. Not as many, again, as I would like. But this Tertio bringing in these Broodlords is allowing Sarate the time to build up a bit of an army again. However, is banking up far too much money and not macroing as good as possible. Now backing onto creep, but the problem is the flank is here. Sarate, Sarate not able to retreat off of the creep as Tertio comes in from behind, is able to clean up every single Terran unit for very little. The Broodlords didn't even get to do much. 109 army supplied to 33, and Tertio is looking in fine tip-top shape to be able to close out this game here. 6 base is being produced now for Tertio as the army begins to encroach upon the Terran lands. 30 Banelings right here. That command center is ambitious, to say the least. The Zerg army is going to try and come up this ramp. Not a great idea. There is a bit much there to try and push that. Not the most efficient of trades, and the siege tank is now going to be ready. However, this command center is in a lot of doo-doo. Yeah, you better run. You better run. But Tertio just needs to find the right angle to close out this game. 8 Broodlords are on the map. Goodness me. Okay, so Tertio now circling around to the other side, going probably a little farther around than he needed to, but hey, it's okay. Not a lot here to defend this planetary. The Zerg army, if he just lets the Broodlords run onto it, should be able to get a good bit of damage done. Here come the Broodlords. All 8 of them ready to shell their babies onto this. The Terran army, though, is swinging here. There are a couple of Vikings going to be able to take some pot shots onto the Broodlords. However, the Zerg army is ready to start attacking. There's some Broodlings going in. Friendly fire happening. But here comes the Zerg army, just completely moving onto everything. Annihilating the Thor. Going to back off for now. Some Broodlings are going to do stuff, but more Broodlings are going to be able to shell off and off and off onto this. More Vikings on the production tab, as well as Thors. Needs to switch them into single target mode to be able to deal with those Broodlords a bit better. The Broodlings are now flying down onto the planetary fortress, just continuing to nibble away. No repairs on, so the planetary will fall. No response really there from Sarate. With Planetary gone, the Zerg army can really just charge forward. The Zerglings jumping on everything. The Banelings about to roll through. Some nice fungals. The Banelings are going to smash into everything. Everything gets absolutely annihilated. Instantly 60 more Lings and 3 more Corruptors. The Broodlords completely uncontested except for a couple of Vikings. But by the time they kill all the Broodlords, so much will be dead. The Hydras don't even care about the Vikings attacking the Broodlords. They're just going completely for the throat of the Terran. Attacking into everything. Everything is dying here, guys. As we can see, the Hydra's now going to be able to come and defend against the Vikings, even taking out that Thor. There is nothing here for Serate. GG is called, ladies and gentlemen. Turtio is going to take game number 4 for Alpha X to put us up 3-1. Okay, I am dying of thirst. So give me 30 seconds and I will be right with you. Stay tuned.
Come my way this season.
Guess what? I'm back. Okay. I'm actually going to quickly check my bit rate and maybe try and lower it because this frame rate thing is really bugging me. I don't know what happened. Go. I'm gonna go to 3,000, see if that helps a little bit. What? I have messages. Gitachis. Cheesy little bugger. Just make sure. Okay, guys, we're back. You guys ready? Are you ready, kids? That was 2, 3. I'm gonna go to 6. Okay. Move my headrest up a little bit. Let's get the show on the road, shall we? Game number 6. Oh, we're up 3-1. Switch screens. And guys, please let me know if you like the whole little camera of me in game while we're casting replays. Obviously, I'd never do it on something live unless it was on my own channel. But if you guys like it, let me know. Or don't. That's totally cool too. Oh, here we do go, Mr. Warbuff. I'm excited for this. In the bottom right, the bad guy. The animal that will attempt to take down the Great Buffalo. In the green, from Born to GØSU, the Terran, it's Lizard Kingly. And in the top left, the Great Buffalo himself. From Alpha X, attempting to make all our hearts explode like a purification nova. It's Warbuff! I hope that was an intro worthy of your greatness and reputation, Warbuff. I attempted to put as much into it as I felt I could for this situation. Already doing the nice fancy little Reaper wall. Sending out his scout. Gonna see no CC just as of yet. No gas essentially being mined at the exact same time here for both players. Gonna nibble away. Zap, zap, zap the butt. A little zap on the butt never hurt anyone, right, guys? Enter the buffalo. Yeah, it's a zoo fight. It's a battle of the animals. It's gonna be an animal fight. I feel like there is a joke or pun or something that I could make right now that I'm missing. It's really bugging me, but we'll make do. CC gonna be dropped on the low ground here for Lizard Kingly. A little bit after the expo here for Warbuff. I would say, let's see. Oh no! It's a disaster. But that's okay. He got put back to work, so he's all good now. I would say, what are we going to see out of Mr. Warbuff today? But if anybody can't guess, you're not a true member of Alpha X. So I am excited to see. Oh, probe, go! Oh no, not gonna be able to do it. And this Marine would chase it away. Anyway, bye bye, Mr. Probe. Okay, so Bunker coming down at the front, gonna be able to defend against anything. Spoilers. dude, you're worse than you're worse than a movie that's based off of a book in terms of spoilers when it comes to what you're gonna go for. I didn't get to watch your show match today. I was at work. I was so sad that I didn't get to see it because I was super excited for this whole anonymous thing. No spoilers. I know what it's going to be, not because I've seen this game or heard anything about it, but look. Wow, it's the robotics facility. Who would have guessed? No Twilight in sight. We do have a Stalker out now. Lizard King, let's take a look at his plan. 1-1-1 with a Tech Lab on, excuse me, the factory. Apologies, everyone. So it was you, it was. Lizard Kingly getting a starport. We're going to see if that Tech Lab's going to go on the starport. Seeing as we are getting a Cyclone first out of the factory, I am guessing we're going to see some sort of Banshee play. However, there's already an Observer in the production tab before the starport's even done. And oh, looky. What could it be for? Yeah, in the anonymous show match, if you saw Disruptor's first guess is always going to be a Warbuff. Oh yeah. You caught. So, but the Stalker's ready for any kind of drop play. And the Adept here on the bottom. Now, if some Hellions did run in here, they could toast these bad boys real easy because there's nothing walling off this side. But that's okay. We still love you, Buffy. Mr. Buffalo. Warp Prism is the next option. So going for a Disruptor drop, Mr. Neeb over here. Look at that. Pro player. So the Tech Lab's not going to be given from the factory onto the starport. Just going to build the Tech Lab itself. Now, is this going to be for a Raven or a Banshee? This is feeling like it'd be a bit late for Banshee, so I'm guessing a Raven. Yeah, Raven on the production tab. Good. Would it hurt some of these players to remember WTS Game Heart? The Observer will come in to see what is shaken and bacon in Lizard Kingly's base. Sees all this stuff. Now, the Tech Lab's not researching. Be safe to assume it's a Raven, so that Observer's going to want to yeet on out of there real quick. We got a couple Marines going to scout around. No third base for either player. We do see a shield battery going down at the front. First Disruptor is out. Where is that Warp Prism? Oh, I just heard it. Okay, so Warp Prism picked up Mr. Disruptor. Warbuff, do you have like any fancy names for the Disruptor? Is there anything you call it other than a Disruptor? But actually switching right out from Disruptors to Colossus. So this is a very neat build. I like it. So here comes the Disruptor. Oh, but the Cyclone! The Warp Prism is able to get away. The Raven, any interference matrix? No. So the War Buff going to just be very safe with it. Wouldn't have mind seeing the Disruption Nova, whatever it's called, go and attack the Cyclone. Because what I saw Neeb do is with his Warp Prism, he was very cost effective with it, where he'd just go and pick off anything he could anywhere. Just little pickoffs. A unit here, a couple units there. Maybe if he could swing in a worker, but say like right here, yeah, do just what Warbuff's doing right here. Able to get 3 Marines, excellent. The Vikings are going to be able to chase away Warp Prism, but if Warbuff just keeps that Disruptor attacking, that is excellent form of harassment, able to get a unit here and there. These guys are going to be able to shut down any attempt at the drop there. A Marine there. Maybe not off cooldown there for the Disruptor. These rocks starting to get taken down. Supply-wise, Lizard King is a little bit ahead. Pretty much all in army though, but not ready to move out. First, Big Daddy Colossus is out. Charge is being started. Extended Thermal Lance is nearly complete. We're adding on more gateways as well as upgrades. Very, very good. I like what Warbuff has going for him here. He knows that Lizard Kingly is not prepared to move out anytime soon. Widow Mines are being produced now instead of Siege Tanks. Excellent choice to help deal with this. Colossus are very good against Widow Mines, so that is a little bit dangerous, but Lizard Kingly is ready to switch into Vikings if the occasion arises. 4 Marines feels bad, man. I mean, my issue is just that you brought the Disruptor home. The Disruptor can be just chilling around here. Like here, if you saw this, all over these guys. Just a few units here. Like, you don't need big hits to make the Disruptor work. Just lots of little hits add up over time. That's what I saw Neeb doing in WCS Challenger with his Disruptor drops, was just constantly sending out shots as soon as the cooldown was done. Third base complete and on location for both players now. No. That's what you saw me doing. Yes, I know that Neeb is your alternate account. I'm just trying to help all the other people, dude. Chill. Chill. Ben? No. No. I already timed out Mystic earlier. It was fun. So yeah, no guesses on the third base here yet, but here comes the move out for Lizard Kingly. He is now down in supply, both workers and army, sort of. A Templar Archives is being added, but this is a little bit dangerous. These units will be able to see it, but the Widow Mines are coming in. The main army of the Protoss is not here, though. The Warp Prism able to come. Ooh, this is a really nice shot from the... Oh, the huge shot from the Disruptor before it dies. The Widow Mine's getting taken out a lot, too, just shooting off on useless things. And so the Zealots, who are part of the main army, are going to be able to charge in and get rid of all the siege tanks. A couple of interference matrix go down on these Colossus, but there is nothing here to come and kill them after. A disgustingly good Disruptor hit there from Warbuff. Oh, that was so good. That Raven is in a little bit of an awkward position where it can't... Nice waste of the charge there. Maybe would have wanted to wait a little bit longer, but here comes the army. Going to wait just outside here. Liberators are going to come down, but it might be too little too late. Would like to see a few more Stalkers. Colossus in the Liberation Zones, but able to just dish out so much damage. Most of the Terran army is dead. The Liberators nearly completely dead. This one remain is going to be able to continue to shell things out. Nothing quite there to kill it. The Colossus able to just absolutely shred all the Terran units, workers, army alike to absolute bitty pieces. And things are so good. A recall is coming down as there is a fusion core. I guess that was for Liberator range, as I don't see any battle cruisers or anything. A few remaining units are going to be able to continue to make ransack and ravage. We do have a fourth base being taken here for Warbuff. And +2 attack is here. Psystorm being added for good measure. There is another Disruptor. How many Disruptors we have? Oh, we actually have an attack here from the Zealots. Very nice. Just one Disruptor again. 2 Stargates being added as well, seeing the Liberators. 3. Most likely going to be adding on Tempests. Nice touch, nice touch. Warbuff is just making a field day of Lizard Kingly here. Able to have taken out so many workers. If we look at the units last step, 33 gone down. Going efficient, able to get a dope, sexy, disgustingly attractive disruptor shot there. Able to get a nice lot. And it wasn't even with Warp Prism. Got 8 kills on that hit. Very nice. Okay. So, moving forward. Hey. You're just grinning to yourself, I know. You're having a little giggle fest in your chair, Mr. Warbuff. I would be too. I have them all the time. Alright. So, Lizard Kingly's in a bit of a dicey scenario as Warbuff is up 80 workers to 39. There's a fleet beacon on the way, +3 attack as 2-2 is just starting here for Lizard Kingly. As well as, because why the heck not get +1 air attack, am I right? Blink about 3/7 of the way done. The army of Warbuff, as he approaches maxed out, is moving on out. Is slightly behind in army supply, but does have Storm and Colossus, which we both know are incredibly good units. Could even add on some Archons if he wanted. The nice fat balls of joy. Warp Prism, more Stalkers are going to come in. Tempest production has not begun. As you can see, the Warbuff's been a little bit distracting. Nice disruptor hit again. Oh, Lizard Kingly is not respecting the disruptor at all. Warbuff, though, is just respecting the Liberator and is going to start to move over to the 3rd base. 4th base trying to get there, but I don't know if we are going to have enough time to see that come to fruition. Do we have any? There are no High Templar here, so Storm's actually not a thing. The first Tempest is on the way. But the 3 Colossus are more than enough with the Zealots tanking at the bottom. So continuing to just cycle back and forth. Warbuff really not able to get a good angle to fully engage, but just needs to stall for time. The longer time goes on, the farther he gets ahead. Lizard Kingly able to get, some nice Widowmine shots. Disruptor shot, able to get some nice units. That Disruptor has been going the distance. 22 kills on that bad boy. And there are the High Temps. Not enough energy quite yet for Storm. That's okay. First couple Tempests are going to be here too. Liberator's in a really good position. If we look at upgrades, no Liberator range, but not really needed with this ramp setup. However, here's the first Tempest. Now going to be able to shell away. Just one isn't going to be able to deal too much damage, but that's a-okay. Warbuff's got nothing but time. Viking's going to try and do some dirty deeds, but 2 Tempests are more than enough for 1 Viking, if I do say so. Dark Shrine on the way. Warbuff seems to be content to just contain the Terran. 2-2 has completed, so has lost that lead. 3-3 has started, but just building more and more Tempests. Going to be bringing over the Observer, but the Raven has not died, so that Observer is very dead. Warbuff just maxing on out, making sure everything is present and accounted for. I'm curious to see how this game moves forward. Warbuff's in an excellent spot, but he's not really moving with his army yet. Getting the 5th base, good call, good call. He's ready to move, but both players nearly maxed out. Down to 65 workers for Warbuff. I don't know when he lost some. Surely some drop. But here are the Tempests. Ooh! A gorgeous Storm on top of a lot of clumps Liberators. That was so bad. And now the Tempests are able to attack more, and 3 more have joined the party, doubling the number. Ooh, one of them is about to go down! No, the Vikings cannot target fire onto that. The Marines are going to try and do it, but not enough. Liberators are now being shelled at by 6 Tempests. I think that can nearly one-shot, if not actually one-shot. The Vikings are going down. An anti-armor missile over some Stalkers. Those Stalkers are all going to die here, but at what cost for Lizard Kingly? Nearly all the Liberators are gone and in a horrible position. A Storm going to be able to chase away the bio. These Liberators are on life support at best. That Marine is not a Marine, it's a Zealot. Who's going to die to that Widowmine. but the Protoss army still doing very well. Dark Templar, oh, there we go. That's the attack I was looking for. So we do have a drop here into the 4th base and main of Warbuff. 3rd base, there is Dark Templar warped in to help defend against this. An excellent choice. A few more probes have gone down. 34 have gone down. Workers are dead even, but supply is much in favor of Warbuff. The Dark Templar are able to seal the deal. Nope. Okay, so this mine really needs to die. Nope, deciding not to. That's going to be a nuisance and kind of awkward. 2 more Tempests out on the map. Warbuff ready to move forward. There are no sieged up Liberators, so now the Protoss army could honestly just move up, maybe throw down a Storm or 2, but that is not enough Terran to kill this Protoss ball of death. Warbuff moving the Tempest forward, ready to move on. Has a very sufficient amount of Tempests at this point in time. Warbuff being very careful, going to set off the Widow Mine. Very nice. But there is just too little Terran. A Storm over all of this, even a Disruptor shot would be absolutely horrible. There are Dark Templar in the mix as well. The Protoss army is now moving forward. A Storm mostly onto the Zealots, but still getting a little bit of damage done. There's so much here, and just the splash damage from the Colossus is so good. Most of the Zealots have actually been cleaned up. The Disruptor will go down. Tempests are here, but the Colossus are doing such a good job. Dark Templar are still here helping with this. The Tempests are able to finish it up. There's not enough anti-air here to clear out this many Tempests. And Lizard Kingly is in a lot of trouble. There is reinforcements here that are being added into the army. The Tempest able to show off. There might one be no, one will not go down. There's not enough Marines, and a few Marines that are still continuing to trickle out are dead. And here come the Zealots. Reinforcement Zealots with nearly +1 armor. 3 more Tempests on the production tab is the call for Warbuff, but he is up 134 to 93 supply. It is all but over, ladies and gentlemen. Warbuff continuing to press his advantage. A few Vikings thinking they can close the distance, but will be poorly misinformed. Still mining going on for Lizard Kingly at a couple of the other bases, but a few Marines are going to be able to sim forward and going to be able to take out a couple of Tempests. This is nice. Not all their Zealots are attacking at the same time. Another Tempest will go down, therefore cutting the total amount in half. But Warbuff is still with a powerful lead ahead. There's not a whole lot Lizard Kingly can do here. He does have 3/3 bio, which will be very nice in helping with this. Does have a mine or 2, but even with this hold... Oh no, the move command on the Tempest not going to be able to help deal with these Vikings very much. Trade a Viking for a Tempest. The target fire is not there, but that's okay. Probably should be... they should be able to deal with this. On the production tab, another Colossus. A few more Tempests have joined the party, as well as 7 more Zealots going to be on here. Nothing being thrown down here, but not like there's a lot left. Most of the mining is dead at this base, just like this game. Kappa, Mega Kappa. I love this game, and it is never dead, never gonna die. One of the Tempests will continue getting taken out. How many is... Oh! Don't send it like that. 9 Tempests have gone down. Army supply is just a little bit ahead, but there is just... Lizard Kingly's just praying for some kind of a dream. This fast damage from the Widow Mine, not amazing. There's a lot of Marines there. Yeah, those Tempests are going to want to yeet on out of there. One of them will go down. There are Dark Templar here and enough Tempests. 2 Tempests will go down, but with the Dark Templar, I think they are okay. There's still 4 Tempests over here. More High Templar being warped in, maybe just for Archons, so this would be really useful right now. But nope, they're going to be sticking around to be able to provide Storm in a hot minute. Dark Templar can move on forward, able to take out the reactor. Nice touch. That Marine's super dead. And so is that Viking. That command center is also not going to see the light of day. The water balloons are being thrown by the High Templar, but there's really not a lot here to kill except for buildings, guys. There's a Marine or 2. Another Viking pops up, but will very soon die to these Tempests. Nothing in the production tab for either player, banking up a lot of money in both. But there's the instant 10. The Zealots love it, love it, love it. Our Big Daddy Colossus has joined the fray, and this is just fun to watch. So let's sit back and enjoy the show. I'm gonna take a drink while we watch this. There we go. Okay, GG was finally called. And Warbuff's gonna make sure that the game is a win for Alpha X. We'll cast the other two replays, but everyone, you can breathe easy now because Alpha X has won. G to the G. Well done, Buff. That was great. That was a great game. Well done, sir. I enjoyed that. Man, you guys are playing some long games right now. Holy cow. I'm gonna ruin my voice. I'm gonna pull a husky. Disappear on all you nerds. Okay. So this next game will be between these two players. Masters level, which is a best 03. And since we know Alpha X already won, we'll just put the best of 3 down, counter down here. Oh, whoops. Not what I meant to do. Just normal shots. Pog champ indeed. But righto, let's get down to business. In the top left here of Cyber Forest, Letter Edition. In the orange from Alpha X, it's Lanfear. Can I get some Lanfear love in the chat as he himself is here? Love you, man. Keep doing the great work that you're doing. And we're going to see it prime and ready right here. In the bottom right, his nefarious opponent. From Born GØSU, the pink Terran, it's Darabao. And Darabao has it, is what I'm going to say at the end of the series. Ba-doom-tsh. Hey-oh. And Darabao is... Darabao over there has his own little Reaper wall, blocking off the Reaper. That's cute. Wow. Okay. Do we have to wait for our duel? Yes, I have 2 games to cast, and then we can have our duel Mystic. Feels like a long time since I saw a Lanfear game. I know. When I first joined Alpha X, there was this mysterious guy named Lanfear that I never knew anything about. Now all of a sudden, he's back, Jack, and ready to attack. 1-1-1 coming out of Lanfear here. Very, very standard, normal play out of each player, except for where the building placements are. But that's okay. Okay. Alright guys, since this is kind of boring and normal, I'm going to take this moment to tell you guys a little bit about what's been going on at Alpha X. In case you missed it today, there was the anonymous show match. So Miguel, not Vindicta Miguel, but Miguel, the French dude, came up with an amazing idea the other day to, just as a fun thing, but it's turned into our Alpha X fundraiser method, where we have 2 people that are chosen by Miguel play in a mysterious show match, where they play on alternate accounts, like barcode accounts, so that you don't know who's playing. And as you watch, you have to guess who the players that are playing are. And at the end of the series, you will guess, and based off of the amount of times it takes you to guess the right person, you'll get so many points. And then you'll get ranked. And whoever is at the time currently in first place will be given the tag something. I can't remember. Kyle Jin has it right now. But I forget what it's called right now, as I am tired. But it's really cool idea. We're currently, I believe, fundraising to be able to get Firefox a jersey for when he goes to WCS Fall in Montreal, which is really, really cool. All right, 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion. Moving on out here for Lanfear, we just see the same thing on the defense for Darabao. I don't really know how you decide which is what you're going to do, but ooh, a nice grenade here going to land. Both Hellions going out instantly. Oh, it's such a close trade. Okay, so Darabao's going to win barely there. coming out of it with 2 Reapers as Landfear came out with 1. But oh man, these skins are so sick. I love the new skins. But yeah, pretty darn nice, pretty darn nice. Here, and the SCVs, like that's just so sick. Just normal skins over here, kind of boring and lame for Darabao. But Cloaked Banshees is going to be the call. Now let's see if Landfear saw. Okay, so he saw a Tech Lab when he moved up, but he did not see the starport. So how much is he going to be able to predict? He does have 2 Vikings being produced. He is producing, and already 1 more out. He's producing Vikings. I don't think he has a single medevac out on the map. No, it's Vikings. Now that's more usually for air superiority. This tank in a good position. The Cyclone going to be able to take things out. The Siege tank going to unsiege. Oh no, the lock-on goes on to a Mule. That is so unfortunate for Darabao. The Siege tank going to be able to live with its life. Yeah, no matter what. And the medevacs with this skin are so cool. The whole, like, almost laser type thing coming out of their jets. I love it. It looks insanely cool. Alright, so the first couple how many Banshees do we have out? 1 Banshee on the way out. It is already moving across the map. We're going to watch it here for a second. See what kind of damage it can do. Cloak is done. Not going to wait for the second Banshee. And this Banshee, unfortunately, is going to start to take shots on this supply depot, which is going to allow Landfear to be alerted to its presence. Stab it. So the Vikings are going to be able to chase it away. Health is nearly gone. Oh, that was... What? Oh, that was so... What? Oh, that was so... What? I knew of stuff like that with, like, Dark Templar? What? Okay, so apparently if you cloak and then uncloak, it, like... Hold on. What? We're in a replay. I can do this. I'm allowed. You can't tell me I'm not allowed. Okay, hold on, guys. We got to see this again. Okay. So the Banshee's at 40 health. It cloaks while the Vikings are chasing. Uncloaks. And then what? It didn't. What? Oh, that was so clutch, and the Vikings stopped chasing because they thought they'd kill. Yo, that's next level. What? Oh, the mind games. Landfear, I'm sorry. I love you, buddy, but you just got played. Oh, dang. Oh, dude. Targeted shots miss if the unit's close. Yeah, that... Wow, that was so cool. And that tank is super dead. Oh, what a good pickoff. But Darabao is in a lot of trouble. We got 3 tanks and a bunch of Vikings. Also turns Widowmine shots into... Yeah, I did know that, but I didn't know about other shots like that. I'd never seen that before. I'd seen it with a Widowmine in a Bronze Age Heroes from Husky. But the SCVs are pulled. A lot of them are dying here. The Vikings have to land. The siege tank's able to kill most of them. The Vikings of Landfear are going to be able to land, take out a couple of siege tanks. Nothing is left here. For Darabao, the Vikings are going to be able to land and take out, a little bit of awkward splash damage here, but the siege tank's able to kill nearly everything. The Vikings very low on health are going to be able to have to back out here. But siege tanks are just going to continue to press the issue. Reinforcements being rallied across the map. It is just tanks and Vikings here for Landfear right now. Has a ton of minerals in the bank, but that's okay. Going to be able to start producing submarines, but he doesn't need much more than tanks and Vikings, as that is going to be enough to close the distance. Not much here. Stim is on the way. Landfear is very all in at this point, as he has 1-1-1, but is not getting any upgrades. And fortunately, he's going to be able to continue the press. There is a labor in the mix now. A couple more tanks here to reinforce. The SUVs are going to get pulled, but GG says Darabao, not wanting to continue, and Landfear is going to take game number 1 of their series. That was a dope push. Oh, that was so cool to learn about the Banshee thing, though. That was such a sick trick. Oh, but... One more Mystic. One more. Only one more. But dang, Landfear, that was a really cool push. I loved that. I love tank pushes where there's a huge focus on tanks. I think they're just fun. They're fun to play. I enjoy them. skip it. No, I made a vow to Sniper, my Canadian brother, to do this. Is show match have? It's a duel. Yes, it is a duel. It's not a show match. It's a duel of epic proportions. We do hate each other with a burning passion. Oh gosh, Mystic, I just want to punch your face. Oh man, I'm officially lost. Good. It is me that you're dealing with. So no, it's a duel. Not a show. Mystic, take care of it, please. I gotta cast this in the bottom right of Thunderbird. In the orange from Alpha X, leading 1-0. It is Lanfear. And his opponent in the top left, the other pink turn from Born GØSU, down 1-0. It is Darabao. BC and Prairies hate each other. That is not a thing. That's Ontario, Quebec, and the Prairies. They hate each other. It's never been between BC and Alberta. They've never hated each other. That is not true. Mystic, you're not even in Canada. What are you saying? You don't even know. You claim you are, but then you say things like that to prove you're not. What's wrong with you? So slightly, an earlier second guess for Mr. Lanfear. I don't know. Mystic's been weird today. He's pretended he's a bot. He's saying these things. I don't know. Mystic is... He's having a weird day. Oh, Mystic, in our duel, do you want me to play as Protoss or as random? If I play as random, I will tell you my race. It's true, you are crazy. I'm glad you admit it. Darabao going for the SUV Scout. Oh, I'm thirsty. 1 sec. Random? Sounds good. What is it a best of? 1, 3, 7, 9, 24? What? Best of 5? Golden. Okay. Expo coming on down early here for Darabao. And Reaper's scouting for any proxies. Not gonna find any. Very nice, very nice. And just going for your traditional 1-1-1 is both players. It's a cool place to put the factory. I like it, like it. Everyone, remember to give us some love in the chat for Lanfear. So he is leading Alpha X to a glorious victory. Glorious. I feel glorious, glorious. Not a chance to start again. Interesting play. So Darabao actually going away from the typical Reaper, Hellion, and going to be getting a reactor and going double. Oh, is this some sort of? Oh, it's some sort of drop. That's why the bunker's here. I mean, you can always run by it. But ooh, Darabao going for some kind of Hellion Marine drop. I like it. But here comes the typical classic push out here for Lanfear. Watch the enemy units as they go across. Gonna stop here. Okay, they're ready to go down. Risking it for the biscuit. Up and safe. Sure. Blimey there. Alright, so actually, it's not a drop. It's a tech lab. So it's gonna be with bench. I'm so confused. These Hellions are super dead. But Darabao anticipating the Reapers coming up. Just Lanfear waiting for the supposed inevitable push. But apparently there won't be any. As Darabao is not gone for your typical build. Getting a Raven actually. Oh, it's back to your more normal TVT, not PvP. Of stuff. But these Hellions are super dead. One immediately going to go down the other. Ooh, may barely escape with its life. Blimey. Incredible. Both guesses taken here. The production will just continue. Darabao going for the Ravens. Lanfear deciding that it's just Vikings for days that he wants. He doesn't want anything to do with them. Them Ravens just gimme Vikings and gimme death. Gonna capture Scandinavia by the blood of his teeth. It's a saying. It's an old adage that my grandpappy used to say. Oh, the Reaper's jumping into the main base here, able to get a nice few kills, sniping stuff. Cyclone going to be able to help deal with this Macy and auto turret assembling out of the Raven. No, the Ravens are just going to chill. Hellions come in. If you look at the units lost tab, 6 workers going to be taken out there. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Oh, I like it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Sponsored. Remember to go and check out 24-hour McDonald's. Check out one of their 10,000 locations all across the U.S. Oh my gosh, I am so tired. I can't think. It was a really long day at work, guys. Oh, I wanted to keep that going. Oh my, Mother Mary. Mother Margaret Mary. That is a school by which I work. Oh gosh, okay, 3rd CC on the way for Darabao as a push is coming here for Landfear up in army supply. It's the exact same Viking tank push. I find this super cool. Darabao does have a little bit of knowledge, it actually has complete knowledge of what is on the way, could even scan to make sure he knows what's going on. We're going to start pumping up the Viking count to try and deal with this himself. With 0 Vikings on the field right now, it's going to be hard to catch up. A couple of Ravens, though, should be able to help. One of the Hellions immediately going down here. 8 PM for me, I have the advantage. I think it's the same time. I'd have to check. Oh no, it's going to be 9 PM for me. So the Vikings are going to win here for Landfear. The Siege Tanks able to also shell out damage onto the few Marines. There is 1 Siege Tank over here, but should be able to press here to help deal with this. Scan goes down from Darabao to see what's happening. A very slow but methodical leapfrogging technique coming out of Landfear now. A Liberator is also out to help push back stuff. That Siege Tank is going to go down. Ooh, a nice interference matrix there onto the Liberator, but that Siege Tank should be dead very soon. Really should have moved while the interference matrix is on, but oh well. Siege Tank is been sieged. Oh, I'm Mountain Time, not EDT. What a takedown. Yeah, no, Alberta is MDT. What time is it now? It's 9 PM for me, silly cat. Silly Mystic. I'm just tired. It was a long day at work. I work at a kid soccer camp, and our troublemakers were extra troublesome today. The SCVs are pulled again off the line. They melt very quickly. The remaining Vikings are actually might be able to win against Landfears, but the reinforcements will be enough. One of the Vikings dies. The second one will come here. The Viking war will go to Darabao, but the tank war will not, and that's really what matters. The tank's not able to shell off onto the command center. There is not a lot here. 30 supply ahead is Landfear, both combined in army and workers in a substantial amount. The 3rd CC is here, but that was a bit too greedy. Liberators are on the production tab for Darabao to try and help deal with this, but there are enough Vikings here to win the air war again for Landfear. And with the 5th tank here, this is the edge from high vision able to happen. These Vikings will survive. Okay. So, continuing to press his Landfear. Darabao wanting to stay in it as long as possible, try and still win. Not let his dreams be memes, but Landfear's got this, guys. Continuing to be 30 supply ahead. Liberator not quite sure what to do. I mean, the Liberator was also almost able to take out Vikings on the ground, which you don't see every day. Landfear is too good. Bring back Landfear Raiders. The tank is now going to start to shell onto the 3rd base as well as these Marines. Vikings will take shots at the command center. Nah, we'll survive. But nice plays out of Landfear. A move out is not going to be enough. The Liberator able to take out 1 tank, but not enough. Vikings, as soon as they come back, should be able to deal with this. A third CC is going down on location on the opposite side of the map for Landfear as he continues this contain. Back to one base is Darabao, and he's mining out of that one particular base. Nearly double the supply as Landfear. He's just trying to find a way to close it out. Content to just sit and wait. Make Darabao make a mistake. Oh gosh, what is it? Yeah. Oh, I need to start doing better. First Viking will die. It's just like one missile goes and it dies. That is so sad. Viking War will go to Darabao. Don't know why he's running away, but a lot of low Vikings for him, but enough to nonetheless to chase him away. Landfear will continue the contain as the Marines go marching one by one. Hurrah! Hurrah. I don't even know what the Landfear Raiders were before. 11 at a time. Liberator gonna come. Start to take shots on these siege tanks. One goes down, two goes down. Third nearly goes down. Marines gonna come and be able to take it out. There is a siege tank on the ramp there. So those Marines are in a dicey pickle. But are they in a funky pickle? The hug of life on that command center is real. That siege tank. Oh, I thought it was going to get hit and die, but it will not. The defender's advantage coming in big here, but all the Vikings go down, so now the Viking lead and control is in favor of Landfear. The Marines are able to stem forward and kill one of the siege tanks. GG, well played, and Landfear takes game number 2. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's Chobo Team League play. G to the G. Thank you all for watching. Now, I just have to figure out, is Nem okay? Is Nem still streaming? Yes. Is she okay hosting? Our show match. Yes, duel now, Mystic. Duel now. So I'm just gonna see if Nem is good to host our show match, our duel. It's not a show match, it's a duel. Just end her game. Quick, get her, get her, get her. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna host her. So everyone, we're going to be going over to Nem's stream. Let's see if I know how to do this. Oh, no. Cancel. That's the wrong nemesis. Oh, it's 23 Nemesis. Oh. Best of 5. Didn't see which there. I'm coming into NA in a second. Hold on. Let me just raid Nem. Okay, we're raiding. We're raiding, guys. And then I'm gonna stop the stream. Raid now. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you later. Good night, good luck, and have fun.